Hey guys, welcome to our second episode of Dungeons of Dredmor. So we're just gonna go north here. Oh, okay, so here's something we haven't seen yet. Statues of the Lord Dredmor. By breaking statues, we get heroic vandalism, and we get experience. Also, if you pass space, it's weight, which is good for regaining your life. We could wait through this entire duration of this negative effect. And it's good in many cases. Also, if we want this ability to recharge, we just keep hitting space, wasting time, and boom, we can use it again. I'm probably going to save it till we fight magical enemies. Okay. Now, the name just doesn't give it away. Statue of Inconquencia. So, goddess of side quests. So the main quest in the game is just to defeat the Lord Dredmor. However, what kind of game would only have one quest? So exactly, we gotta find Pelitpo, the Queen of Fiends. But beware, it is guarded by Lord Dredmor's 54 cohort, the Extraplanar Grimoires. Good. Also, one other thing I haven't pointed out yet is each area has its own name. So right now we're in the upright clusteratory of grammars, but if you go over here, we're in the jocular workshop. That's something you can keep an eye on yourself if you ever get bored with what's happening. Now we're in the gibbous little shed of spikes. So yeah. This is a trap that you can't disarm. I'm not sure if you can walk over them. I always just avoid them. Diggle eggs. Okay, so in this game, there is food crafting. Diggle eggs are hugely important later on, as well are cheeses, as you will see, because we will get hundreds, if not, but definitely don't get 1,000 cheeses, so we'll get 100 or so cheeses. So, yeah, so Diggles, strange bird-like thing, tunnels through walls, odd rubbery nasal appliance, monsters will kill you. Diggles are a pretty common monster, ranging from trivial to defeat to really easy. This is a good Diggle nest. I've done like 2 floors and got lucky and I got like 2 Diggle eggs the whole floor. So you definitely want Diggle eggs. You also want to keep an eye on your map just so you're cleaning out all the areas you can. You generally want to clear out all the areas. Not in the complete quests, but to what mentioned, just to make sure you get everything. So now we have a monster request to defeat a monster. Jaff the Sonnet of Roots. Definitely not saying that. Oh, the Sonnet of Roots festivals even. Yeah, see, this is a game where it'd be great if I was good at pronouncing stuff. However, I am not. So we must defeat him, and the Blajala, the Kurt Lotus, must be used on a Mellow Shrine. I will show a Mellow Shrine when we find it, but exactly what I was talking about. We want to look for Mellow Shrine. And the reason we have to kick doors now is because we are out of lockpicks. I wish there was a way to not use lockpicks on doors, because I kind of want them for picking chests, because you don't really want to break chests down. And doors, you might hurt your foot a little bit, but eventually you get them open. So there's death. Not to be confused with death. This is death. No way. Okay, he is doing necromantic damage to me, which would be useful if I said there must be a rational explanation. However, there's not really a big point. Well, also, if you look, the arrow is hitting the door. Also, weren't even propped to the percentage there because we know how to disarm basic traps. Oh, there was a trap there that we just walked right over, and then I walked over another one. So yeah, if you take your time, see, I walked over another one. If you take your time, you can do a lot better. However, I am neither patient nor smart, so I will not take my time. Wand of Tesla. So some wands can be worth a lot of money, and we tell that by its stars, which it doesn't have. So moral story is pick up wands. Here's sound of a mechanic, that means something moved somewhere, which doesn't probably help us much. Bookshelves. Bookshelves are the only way that you get recipes. We actually skipped the recipe because the game autosaved there, but you can look them up later. Smash down the door, defeat the unfriendly AI. And it just said eat food to regain health because we are hurt. Meddling kid. Level up. So we can go Metallurgy Protector. Because the thing is, you can keep going to your smithy quite quickly. Because you do get burliness and protection against whatever the thermal element is. However, I do like Rocket Powered Punch. It's quite useful. Suit Up is also really good. So we are going to... Yeah, offensive moving is also really good as well. So we have other things we can take. And remember, we wanted that trapped skill. This is another reason we took that. So I'm going to go with Rocket Powered Punch. With that ability, we now know how to craft a Clockwork Grappling Bolt, which isn't very good because bolts are a one-shot use item. So that's our Clockwork Powered Punch. However, balance, what for? Indeed. So there's a shiv here, which we're probably not going to use, and we can't get through here. But there's a helmet of the Threepwood, of the sort used by the mighty pirate himself, a master of improvisation. So yeah, I hope you know what game that's a reference to. If you do not, I feel sorry for you. Oh, see, that one spawned a gargoyle trap. Oh good, that was actually wasn't that bad, because what it did is it summoned a trap that summoned more traps. That's a trap deployer, which was good for us because we got more experience from disarming that trap than we would have any other way. So, also, Dungeons & Dragons would like money that today is Take Your Daughter to Work Day. It's a perfect time to, never mind. I've actually not sure why those messages come up. I've actually never seen them before. So, but just to let you know, there's a lot of stuff that pops up there if you care to read it as I'm walking around. So, we gotta remember to use our Rocket Powered Punch the next combat instance. See, we knew there's a gargoyle head there, so we knew there's a gargoyle trap. So, Samid, boom! So, it is dead. We actually killed it with our Rocket Powered Punch, which is looking good. 3 bookcases, Clockwork Bolt Door. That actually kind of sucks because we might have discovered that on our own. Maybe not, because you don't get them all. Conceptual Reinforcement. That's using an interdimensional lathe. It is an ability you put on a weapon or armor. That one says armor. Clockwork Drill Lance. We are finding all kinds of stuff. Only thing I don't know is what category a lance is. It might be an axe class weapon. We are looking to use mace class weapons, so you know. So we generally want to avoid. The only reason we are still using a sword, but that's because we have a ton of mace. We get big bonuses to using maces. It's more RPG, it's a roguelike. You're supposed to role play your character, and my character likes using maces. So I don't think he would not use a mace, because that's... Ooh, we got an easy target curse. So this is a different curse. It goes until we're hit once, and what it does is it makes us so we're pretty much not going to dodge. Also, these are flying enemies, so they can fly over this, where we cannot. Bad. Raven didn't either see us as a threat, or we just killed it anyway. Oh good, that's exactly what I wanted. Got Claw of the Lobster. So if you look at this weapon, it actually has some corrosive, I don't know what it's actually, we'll see what it's called. Toxic damage. Because it is a lobster's arm. So we are now whacking monsters with a gnarled club and a lobster, Mace of the Lobster. Oops, monkey. See, we did some toxic damage to him. And we will keep our leisurely stroll going. We got easy target curses again. And now here is an interesting mechanic, which I don't feel people take enough use from. This is a lutefisk statue. So, this is the god of lutefisk. Okay, so what you do is you tie lutefisk to the lutefisk god, and he then gives you an item. So, yeah, that's really all it is. But you can, the thing is, later on, you can turn any item to lutefisk. So we'll go through all this. So that was actually the hero we were asked to defeat, I believe, or it was just a random hero. Usually it's the hero you're asked to defeat. Sword of Glass. So actually, if you look at the Sword of Glass, it has -5 to so if you look here, -5 to almost enemy dodge destruction, because it's gonna be awkward trying to stab you guys with some glass with some string tied around it. So these patches are for the spore craft or the mushroom crafting. They're actually not that useful. I think we can get them if we get spores, but I've never seen, you rarely get enough spores. Plague ammunition, this is what I was talking about. 5-star ammunition. So it does 10 damage when we shoot. You always want to sell all your ammunition, always. So, or lutefisk it. Clockwork Power Limb. You ever tinker Clockwork Power Limb's actually pretty good. It's treated as a ring, actually, surprisingly. So it can be quite useful. So here we have some cheese, which I'm actually gonna buy because cheese is useful later on. I'm also gonna buy a bunch of this stuff. You never want to buy lutefisk itself because you can buy grated cheese and turn into lutefisk, but you don't want to do that. So we're gonna continue on. Kill a couple more guys. Chalk Scroll says, fish in a very long and narrow barrel. It's like the Diggle spawn behind us. Just to show you how expensive. Gold bolts, 36,000 or 3,600. Clockwork grappling bolts, 9,000. Plastic bolts. Oh, those are truly barbed plastic bolts. So yeah, yo deadly bolts. So yeah, you can buy soft bolts to lutefisk, but they're still quite expensive. Better off to buy offals and stuff. If you're wondering where offals come from, if you were a hunter, you pretty much every time you kill an animal, you chop them up. Often getting offals or mismatched cuts because there's probably not that many good cuts on. Ooh, the main members of the Lord Dredmor 77 platoon flee in fear, and we jumps there. Is that a member of? I'm not sure. Oh, it's no longer afraid to fine. That is fine. So yeah, there's nothing more here. Making sure we didn't miss anything. How far can we shoot our punch fist? As far as we can see. That is good to know. Okay, we tried to disarm it, but we gotta use a trap curse. But that's better than me just walking over it. Oh, there we go. Foppish Tunic. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a armor that has counterattack resistance. It's not as good, however, as our armor because our armor pretty much gives us block resistance. It actually gives us straight up resistance against piercing as well, which is something a lot of people don't notice as well. They think it's only gives you a % chance, which is always really good. Also, if you know, sometimes it pops up Berserker Rage above our head. Pretty much it gives you just bonus attack stats, and like, see, it gives us cattishness, it gives us some burliness, gives us some pure out melee power, and it gives us a little bit more armor absorption, which is useful because we only have 5. So there we go. So we got some adventuring gloves, which are useful. Always keep adventuring gloves because they're useful later on. Oh, we got magic pants. Palbenag, the dawning of wills. Let's throw our pants. There was a reason why I bought those pants there, because I think they're using a crafting recipe, but we will have to see. Oh, there's our item that we were told to pick up. But it spawned a legion of Amazonian bubble women. Oh, bubble people, sorry. Gotta be gender. Sorry, I was killing bubble people. And we leveled up. Your princess is in another castle, this level up tells me. I want suit up because suit up is a neat skill. You suit up, and for 12 hits you gain 4 block chance, 2 armor, and 4 health regeneration. So health regeneration and mana regeneration are something we didn't really look at here. They're down here. So our bonus to mana regeneration is -1 because of our armor, and up at our health regeneration is 1 because you always have 1, because if you didn't have 1 you couldn't regenerate health. But you also get 4. Oh no, never mind, it says 0. I just lied to you guys. So there's a base health restoration rate no matter what, and that's a lie because I've had negative health regeneration rate and you still regenerate health. I broad-faced lied to you guys. But anyway, it's increased. It's almost like a multiplier. So if your health regeneration rate is 1 per 4 steps or something, it's then 1 per 1 step, or if it's negative, it's 1 for whatever. That's actually not. I don't think that's how it works. It can get to be, so we get regenerated health every step, but it's kind of for a different reason. So now we gotta find the mega shrine. This is an Uber chest. Whenever you find an Uber chest, you just wait. Hopefully you kill the enemy that makes it open, or you hit a switch. Mini fridges. You can raid mini fridges and get whatever's in them. Bolt Moderni. See, these are what you want to find, is high quality bolts. Because high quality bolts drop early. Just in case, because your bolt users, they're only 6 use, but you can sell them for some serious coin. Help you buy stuff. Mushrooms. Also, we're finding lots of mushrooms. There's a couple of good mushrooms, and there's a couple. Well, I don't know if there's any really mushrooms that are that great. There's a couple that are useful in certain circumstances, which we will keep on us. The rest we will not. Magnetronic shield. We're getting lots of Tinkerer recipes, but we want the other kind. Also, we have 2 sets of Dredmor to break for an easy 100 XP. But anyway, we are actually at the wrapping up point here, so I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed Dungeon Dredmor. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to post them in the comments below. Like the video if you'd like. I don't really want to push that on like people too much, because if you'd like the video, I believe you will click the like button whether I say or not. You can subscribe, it would help me, but again, I'm a YouTuber like you. I only subscribe to the people I want to subscribe to. But anyway, have a good one.